Hey there everybody, in this video I'm going to be cutting and polishing a mineral that I have never cut or polished before, and that material is Royal Imperial Jasper. Now I have a bunch of Royal Imperial Jasper and a lot of really big pieces. Normally I would cut them out in the garage with my bigger saw, but it is a single degree outside. I'm not going out there until it's much warmer, even with my heater. It's too cold, I'm not doing it. So we are using my 6-inch saw to cut open some of the smaller pieces I have, and it also will help me get my feet wet with it so that I kind of have a better idea of how to cut those bigger and more premium pieces. But these I think are going to be really great. Let's take a quick peek at them and then we'll get to cutting. So here is our bin of our smaller pieces of Royal Imperial Jasper. If you've ever seen Royal Imperial Jasper, it can be some of the most unique and beautiful stuff ever. These give me a lot of hope. And then we have these ones here, same kind of thing. I don't know about this guy, there's no detail. And then this big guy right here, this is the last one we're gonna cut. I'm nervous I'm gonna make the wrong choice with it. What do you do? Wing it, I guess. Anyway, let's get to cutting. I want to see what's inside these. Let's check out inside this guy. First time ever cutting this. It's kind of the most wonky piece in the bunch. We'll just get to it. Oh, that is super pretty. What? Oh, I can't wait to polish that. I want to say too, all these polished pieces are going to be going up on our Etsy store, which will be linked in the description box below. That is so pretty. I didn't think it'd have that kind of grayish blue in there. So I'm going to put this one in the keeper pile to be polished. And next up is this guy right here. I know they're super chalky, but I think it's going to be super colorful inside. You can kind of see right there. But we're going to cut it right through here. Let's just check this thing out. Oh, what? I didn't think it'd be like that. That's really weird. I thought it would be way better than that. I mean, it's pretty. Got greens and blue in there, but like, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I think it's time to, I don't even know what to do with this now because that last one was so weird. I thought that pattern would kind of run through there. Anyways, let's cut this guy. I don't know if I made a good call with this. I just last second was like, cut it down the middle, biggest surface area. I don't know if it was the right call or not. Oh my gosh. I think it was the right call. That is so crazy how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, it is so green. It's like just like a sea fog moon. It's got these fractures and stuff in there, but I think that'll be okay. That's so cool. I'm really happy with that. I mean, I don't know if it would have, I think if we cut it down the middle we would have caught that the other way, but who knows. I'm very new with this Royal Imperial Jasper. I think that's a keeper for sure. This guy's next. I'm nervous because this one had the pattern and we cut it and there was nothing in there. So I'm nervous that it doesn't run all the way through. So I'm gonna do what I did the last time, cut it there, and hopefully it runs through. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. Very, very awkward cut. So let's check it out. Yes! That is sick. That color is just so, gosh, it's like radiating, you know what I mean? It's just like so crazy. The contrast, like that's gonna be really fun to polish. Alright, 3 out of 4 so far are good. You know, they're different than agate. I love agates and everything, but you know, like I love those bands, but these are just so like, they're unpredictable, I guess is what I love so much about these. It's really, really interesting. But we got 3 hefty cuts coming up. These 3 right here. And this guy right here I was looking at, I'm like, man alive, this is going to be an awkward cut. This guy is almost the same as that last one. We're going to run it right through there. And then again, this guy, I don't know where to cut it. Look at how pretty that is. Almost doesn't even look like it. Almost looks like an agate. It was all chalky. He was in the bin with the Royal Imperial Jasper. I'm like second guessing this whole thing's identity now. I'm confused. I don't know. We'll cut it either way. It was in the bin, but let's cut those first two. Oh, that is really unique. Again, it's not like bad, it's just it's so different and so unpredictable. Very pastel like colors, isn't it? Interesting. I think I'll keep that one as well. And then this guy, our last Royal Imperial Jasper cut before we talk about this weird thing. Look at the husk. Totally different husks. I have high hopes for this one. I hope. Oh, yes, that is super pretty. That's cool. Really, really cool. I like little googly eyes. Really, really neat. That gray stuff is from my saw. See, it comes right off. It'll polish out very nice. I got all of this Royal Imperial Jasper from the gem shop. And a lot of people ask me, where do you get your material? That is one of my favorite places to get materials from, and it'll save you 5% on your order. Gonna be linked in the description box below, but let's cut it and then we'll go from there. Oh, I would say that this is maybe not the max size, but it's a pretty good size for this 6-inch saw. I use the high-tech diamond 6-inch with the thin sintered blade, and it can cut some pretty good stuff, like you can see here. It cut through that. It took 3 minutes. But yeah, let's check this sweet guy out. Well, what in the world? That is the weirdest thing ever. I wonder if maybe that's like the micro surface fracturing. See if we can grind it out. Good golly, that's crazy. That weird coloring. Look at how that coloring just like seeped in there. The bands continue. Golly, this is weird. Well, the next part of the lapidary project starts right now. And that part is the polishing part of the project. This is the part that takes the most time. I am planning probably 2 to 3 hours at best to get all this polished. And that one piece that I said I'm not going to polish, I decided to polish because I thought it's probably going to look better polished. Let's just see, right? What's another bit of time? So I'm going to get cracking on polishing. And in case you don't know, my polishing setup, I use my beloved 8-inch Cab King, and I have the res wheels on here. I don't think, well, we might do a little bit of grinding on the 220 diamond wheel, 280 grit res wheel, 600, 1200, 3000, and I need to switch this out. I was testing something else, so put the other res wheel back on here, 8000. And I love this unit. It's been a lot of fun playing with it, so I'm gonna get going on that. Pop my headphones on, listen to some good music, and well, I'll check in with you, let's just say halfway through the process. Do with this project, they're just in the way. But here's all of our jaspers. I guess this piece right here, this is so thin. I started working on it and I was like, it is so thin and awkward. I just felt like it was kind of sketchy, so I might try this side, but we'll just see if I get time to do that or not. The other ones I think are better anyway, but these are all of our pieces. They're starting to look really great. This is after the 600 grit. We have 1200, 3000, 8000. So halfway. They're looking really good. I'm excited to see some of them, like this green guy all polished up. And this funky thing, it's got this like turquoise in here. It's kind of dim. It's not doing it justice, but it's really, really pretty. So we got to step back, one more. I'm not even going to show it. I have to hit it with the 280 grit. It's got some scratches right in the center there, of course. So I'm going to work that, hit 600, and then move on. And then we'll get back onto this and whip through the right side of the Cap King. So this is the last piece that we were working on, and I noticed this about 10 minutes ago, and it kept confusing me. But if I take let's get some cleaner water than that. Hold on. When I wipe it away, the water leaves an outline. It's like a magic rock. It's insane. You can see the line right there. So I would come and look at these, and there'd be all these little dots on them. I'm like, what is going on? And like, you can see it fading. It's starting to fade away. So it's so weird. I just noticed it with these green ones, that when you get some water on it, it leaves the outline and like changes it for a little bit. How weird. I've never seen that in a rock ever. So cool. These are not part of this, but they are going to be going up on my Etsy store. This is a little Mozambique agate. It's got some sweet bands in there. But yeah, the main heart of it is this Royal Imperial Jasper. This stuff is crazy. Takes a really great polish. Really, really great. I tried to lump these together so they could kind of match as I showed you. How sweet is that? Great colors. It's like bluish gray. I think this is one of my favorites. I really, really like this one. Really great little kind of layers to it. And again, that like gray in there, it's got good contrast, I guess you could say. So that's pretty neat. Another top one. I really, really like that. That is so neat. Took very good polishes. These ones were kind of weird. I think because of that weird like water drip feature that this thing has. These ones are really hard. I had to like go back like 5-6 times and redo things. But yeah, these are really, really hard to polish. I think this one's one of my favorites. The color in here, it shows it pretty good. It's really teal, and then it comes up, and then the lines just run through it. You can see it. I'm tired. Oh boy. This is really cool, really unique one. This is like the most different one from all of them, but I don't know. These guys right here, we have a lot more than 4, but there's a lot of these right here. Like, I think this is going to be a premium one right there. That's the layering that I see in a lot of things that I see, like with the premium pictures you see online. If you got any tips on cutting Royal Imperial Jasper, please help me out. I'm just waiting for the temperature to get warmer. Should here in the next week or so, and then we can get out and do some easier cutting in the garage. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me on this project. We had some curveballs I did not anticipate with the changing of wheels, but it was about time to do it. So as usual, all of the equipment that I used, my high-tech diamond saw, my Cap King, and the gem shop where I got these from, and my Etsy store, everything is going to be linked in the description box below. If you have any questions on saw use, polishing processes, or anything like that, just leave a comment and ask. Try my best to get to it. I can't get to everything, but I'm going to try my best. So again, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe or follow button, and we will see you next time when it's warmer out and we can do some more rock hounding and cutting with the big saw. See you next time. Bye.